Welcome back to LatiNation. I'm your host, Humberto Guida. Carla Morrison's music exists in an emotional space where she addresses joys, heartbreaks, and secret desires. But her words also speak to larger pursuits in life: family, career, friendship, lifelong relationships. With each of Morrison's albums, those lessons come wrapped in avant-garde arrangements splashed with piano melodies, culminating in her latest effort, Amor Supremo, an album that represents the best expression yet of her immense talents. Talents that she brings right here to LatiNation. Sessions is presented by McDonald's.
So my name is Carla Morrison. I'm a singer-songwriter from Mexico. I lived in Arizona for a long time, for 6 years, and going from Mexico to Arizona was very interesting because I'm very used to having people around. I think the good thing that came out of that is that I learned how to be alone and how to give myself some space and time to really know who I am, or who was I on those days. But it was a whole different thing, but at the same time it was really good. I feel like getting out of my comfort zone helped me a lot to grow as a person, as a woman, as an artist. And I got to meet a lot of bands, their philosophy of life, making music. So that obviously added a lot with, the way I am now and my music and how I treat it. My new album is called Amor Supremo, which is Love Supreme, actually. We are on third or fourth single, and yeah, it's just a very experimental album. It has a lot of atmosphere to it, a lot of synthesizers. It's like a whole different direction from my previous album, which is a little bit more folky. And I just wanted to experiment with a lot of different sounds, synthesizers, and just a whole different sound, but with the same message, which is love, but a little bit more mature. Azúcar Morena is my third single off of this album, and it's a song that I wrote for my boyfriend because he's Moreno, and I thought to myself that ever since I moved to Mexico City, I noticed that we don't really put a lot of brown-skinned people in on the media, on commercials. I don't see that a lot, and I don't understand it. My music video for Azúcar Morena was that, me, chasing and kind of, looking at this hot Moreno guy, and I really wanted to talk about that. So I have this production company called Pan Dulce Productions, and it's a little company that just helps. It gives like a little loan to artists, to independent artists, and then they use it for their art, for their album, or to master it, pictures, whatever they need, and then they'll pay it back to the company with no interest rate at all. Whenever I can, I do that because I feel like in Mexico we're kind of stuck in the same musical stop. You go to cafes, you go to mostly you go to clubs, and they're still listening to the same 80s music, which it's not bad, it's great, but we gotta move on. We gotta give opportunities for new talent, and we're not gonna grow or change that if we keep doing that. If we keep pleasing people, we gotta nurture people with new options. We can change that, and we can definitely change history. It's just that we need to erase that from our heads and be like, oh no, we're never on the first place. But we can get there.